My name is Kobby Kyei. I'm a social media influencer and a blogger from Ghana. Within these few weeks, I've been one of the few people who have been talking and adding my voice to the fact that this country needs to be fixed. Now, if we are doing this basically for the next generation to come, and so if you and I, if you are watching me and you don't use your platform or you don't add your voice to what is happening, I'm sure that we are going to pay dearly for this. Our forefathers fought for us. They tore their blood to making sure that a lot of things were fixed, and we are enjoying now because they were thinking about the next generation. You and I, what are we doing? Now we've sat down to, come to a realization that our politicians, both from the NDC and the NPP, and all politicians, all our leaders are really failing us, because each and every year, or when it's time for election, they keep coming to us to, ask for our votes. We line up in queues, long queues. When it's raining, the sun is scorching, we go all out to go and vote. They give us all the promises because we wanted them to, serve us, because we wanted them as leaders to really listen to what we needed to have a better life. That is the reason why we paid, or we use our tax money, because I buy stuff and I am being taxed. There are taxes on it, and so it is our core responsibility as Ghanaians or as you to also hold them accountable, because the promises are too much for us. Fix the country. Myself, one of the things that I really need to talk about is the fact that rent is killing us in this country, and light is not stable, and these are pretty much issues that almost every government comes to tell us. We are going to solve unemployment, the light is going to be stable, education, quality education. Almost every government or almost every leader comes and tell us that they're going to do this. Now, when Kennedy Harvard School, our president was there, and he, let me try and quote that. He said, President Nana Akufo-Addo said that Africa's greatest asset is the youth. And so one of the things that we need to do as, as citizens, and I'm talking directly I'm talking to our leaders, that they need to have a way that they can have an enabling environment to help with the youth. Because if the youth is the greatest asset, how are they, getting us closer regards to decision making in the country? Because if our leaders who are not youth, most of them are youth, but if our leaders are taking decisions in terms of education, in terms of health, things, they're taking that decision for us, because some years to come, they are not going to be there. We are going to be there. So they need to add us to the decision making, and this is something that African leaders are failing to do. They need to involve the youth of their countries in the decision making, so that when we are part of the decision making, we know that in some few years, you guys are not going to be there. We are going to take the mantle, and so we understand what is really going to help us. So this is something that I need our African leaders to do. Again, the youth of this country must also work on their minds. We need, right from a child, we need to help build our cognitive skills so that we can take certain decisions also for ourselves. Unemployment rate is high. The government always comes to tell us that we are going to fix unemployment. Now, I don't want the leaders to think that Ghana is only Accra and the cities, Kumasi, Cape Coast. Probably the youth in Cape Coast and Accra are fine. Some will be finding their way out. But again, my question is that what about those in the rural areas? Those who are drinking the dirty water, those who are not having the quality education, what are they doing to them? They are struggling. So let's help fix the nation. I'm adding my voice to it. This has been a very short message that I wanted to put across. Let's all add our voices. This is not to disrespect the leaders. This is not to say it is MPP or NDC. This is for Mother Ghana. Let's all add our voice and making sure that we change the narrative of Africa. This is the youth talking. Arise, Ghana youth. Let's voice out and change the narrative. God bless you and stay blessed wherever you find yourself.